Hi, May. So, did you get our wedding invitation in the mail yet? I have no clue where you live right now. I know you moved a few years ago, but you never told me your new address. I figured you'd probably set up a redirect thingy, so I just sent it to your old address. I figured you'd probably get it eventually. So, yeah. Did you get it yet? Yeah, I got it. Seriously, though, why did you even bother sending it? Well, duh! It's because I want you to come to my wedding. Why else would I send you an invitation? Are you out of your mind, Erica? After everything you've done to me? You started hitting on my husband the day we got married, slept with him a few weeks later, and kept up an affair with him until I found out about it. I have zero interest in going to the wedding of my cheating husband and treacherous sister. You wasted your money on the postage stamp, Erica. Aw, but you have to come. You have a huge role to play in the ceremony. You need to be there to watch the very moment Taylor and I share our vows. There's no way I'm gonna let you miss that. So my role is to suffer humiliation at your hands, is it? Don't worry about what your role is. Just make sure you come to the wedding, got it? Oh, maybe this little tidbit of information will change your mind. Taylor spent $100,000 on the wedding for me. Seriously? It must be a shock, I know. After all, he only spent $20,000 on your wedding. Compare those two numbers, May. Which one's bigger? Do you see now? He loves me way more than he ever loved you. You really are clueless. I told him explicitly that I didn't want a fancy wedding. I just wanted a simple one where we could fully enjoy our time with friends and family. I actually talked him down to $20,000. Yeah, right. You're just jealous I'm getting a better wedding than you. So, like I said, your attendance at the wedding is mandatory. There's no way I'm gonna miss the jealous look on your face when I walk down the aisle. And just so you know, even if you RSVP that you're not coming, we're preparing a seat for you anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Since we're spending $100,000 on the wedding, the minimum gift amount is set at $5,000, so make sure you bring at least that. Got it? Were you paying attention at all to this conversation? I said I'm not coming. Were you paying attention? Your attendance is mandatory. I'm also hiring a special photographer to follow you around to make sure I get some good shots of your humiliation. Hi there, May. This is Taylor's sister, Sarah. Sorry to contact you out of the blue like this. I know it's been a while. Hi, Sarah. Don't worry about it. I'm glad to hear from you. Wow, but it really has been a while, huh? What's it been? About 7 months? Since, well, you know. Yeah, I really can't tell you enough how sorry I am for what a total jerk my brother was to you. You deserved way better than that. Don't worry about it. It's nothing for you to apologize over. Besides, my harlot of a sister is just as much to blame as Taylor. She's the one that came on to him first. Yeah, you're right. I still feel bad, though. By the way, have you gotten anything in the mail from them recently? Are you talking about the invitation to their wedding? Yeah. If you don't mind, could I ask whether you're planning to be there or not? Nah, I'm not going anywhere near that wedding. But Erica told me the other day that my attendance was mandatory and that she'd be preparing a seat for me whether I'm coming or not, so... I had a good feeling that's what you were going to say. I know this is an incredibly selfish thing to say, and I feel terrible for asking you to do this, but could you please come to the wedding? You want me to come? Why? It's not something that I can talk about just yet, but let me just say that there's something that I think you really ought to see. And don't worry about Taylor and Erica. I'll have a bodyguard on hand to keep them from getting anywhere near you. Wait, so does that mean that you're going to the wedding too? That's a surprise. I was under the impression that you had a falling out with your family, since you ended up taking my side during me and Taylor's divorce. Well, I wasn't going to at first, but my dad was firm in saying that the whole family was going to be there for Taylor's wedding.
And I decided that as long as I'm being forced to attend, I may as well use the circumstances to my advantage. Okay, so what's this thing that you want me to see then? You're talking about it kind of cryptically. I know, you must think I'm acting pretty weird right now, but I promise you that I'll tell you about everything before the day of the wedding. Can you trust me? All right, Sarah, I trust you. I'll let Erica know that I'm coming to the wedding. Thank you so much, May. I promise you, you won't regret this.
Oh my God, you're actually coming? I don't believe it.
Weren't you the one who told me my attendance was, quote, mandatory? Besides, I'm only here out of familial duty. After this, I'm never talking to you again.
Whatever. I don't care as long as you're here. I've been waiting so long to see how jealous you are when you see how much better my wedding is than yours was.
Well, lucky you. By the way, as long as I have your attention, mind if I ask you something?
Make it quick. I gotta get ready.
Why did you steal Taylor away from me? I mean, I know that you've always had this dream of marrying a rich guy who'll take care of you, and sure, Taylor did inherit his family's company and is doing pretty well professionally, but he was my husband. Why would you do something like stealing the husband of your own sister?
Oh, that? Isn't it obvious? I wasn't gonna let you land yourself a rich guy before me. You had no right to do that, May.
What?
You remember what Mom and Dad said, don't you? They couldn't believe that you got married before me, even though I'm the cuter daughter. Even Taylor's parents think I'm a better match. You're in your 30s, I'm in my 20s, so I have a way better chance of giving them a grandchild to take over the family company than you. Got that? Taylor thinks I'm better than you. Our parents think I'm better than you. Taylor's parents think I'm better than you. He's mine. I win. You lose.
You're something else, Erica.
Yeah, I know. May, I'm so excited for you to come. Just wait until you see the custom-made Italian wedding dress, the diamond-studded platinum tiara, the caviar appetizers before the grade A5 Wagyu beef main course, the imported French wine. This wedding is filled to the brim with Taylor's love for me, more love than he ever gave you. I wonder how long it'll take until you cry. Maybe 30 seconds? If it even takes that long.
I know it's none of my business, but do you really think an unemployed person will be able to pay for a $100K wedding?
Huh? Who's unemployed? What are you talking about, May? Do you mean me? So what if I'm unemployed? Taylor makes more than enough for me to live the sweet life at home all day. I mean, he's got a maid and everything, so I won't even have to do any cleaning. I'll just be living the life you thought you would be living. And with that, my time's up. I gotta go get ready for the ceremony. I hope you put on plenty of waterproof makeup.
Good morning, May. Are you on your way to the wedding yet? Good morning, Erica. I'm just about to leave my house. Okay, cool. So, about the special surprise we talked about, it's going to happen during the reception dinner. Once you've seen it through to the end, make sure you blend into the crowd when everyone starts leaving the room, okay? Yeah, I got it. Be careful with all the preparation on your end too, Sarah.
No way. This can't be happening. Taylor's not the company president anymore? But why? It was his father's company. He inherited it.
Are you talking about the whistleblower report that Sarah made to the company's board of directors? Yeah, that was really crazy, wasn't it? I particularly liked the part at the end. We hereby find that the company president, Taylor Grift, has abused his position as president and used company funds in order to finance his own extravagant lifestyle, and as such, will be hereby relieved of his position effective immediately.
How could Sarah file a whistleblower report against her own brother? Who does that?
Think about it. He wasn't just satisfied with reporting your dates as business expenses by pretending he was meeting with clients. He even tried to siphon off funds little by little from various departments in order to pay for your $100K wedding. She only did what any decent employee would do when they found out that their boss was stealing the company's money. He embezzled a massive amount of money, Erica. There's not a businessman out there who wouldn't get demoted or worse if they got found out doing that.
Wait a minute. I'll admit, I didn't know he was using company money to pay for our stuff until now, but he controls the company, doesn't he? He was just using his own company's money to pay for his wedding. How is that a bad thing?
Do you know how businesses work? Even the president can't just up and use the company's money however he wants.
He can't?
Have you ever even heard the word embezzlement before? What Taylor did was illegal.
It was?
Yeah, and once the police got involved, the company had no choice but to remove him as president.
But why did she have to do this at our wedding? This was supposed to be the best day of my life, and now it's ruined.
I think you have much, much bigger problems to be concerned with right now, Erica.
Why is this happening to me? My life is over. Hey, May, you there? Tell me what your address is, okay? As soon as possible.
Why?
I've decided that I'm going to divorce Taylor and move in with you. I'm not interested in some broke loser. I only wanted to marry Taylor because he was a rich businessman. And I mean, embezzlement? That's a serious crime, right? I could never stay with a man with such loose morals. Think about the impact he'd have on our children.
It's really ironic to hear that coming from you, Erica.
Stop mocking me. This is serious. Taylor's parents said that they won't pay the $100K for the wedding for us, and we're going to have to pay for it all by ourselves. And our parents all of a sudden moved away without telling me where they were moving to, and they won't answer my calls. You're the only person left I can count on, May.
Tell me, Erica, what made you think that I was going to help you?
Well, you're my older sister, aren't you? An older sister has to look out for her younger sister. We're family.
Yeah, that would normally be the way things worked in a normal relationship between sisters in a normal family, but you can't possibly be under the impression that we're in a normal situation, right?
Okay, so I stole Taylor from you, but now I'm divorcing him.
Good for you, I guess. But that has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm not helping you.
But why not? Your own little sister is about to be thrown out onto the street. Don't you care about that at all?
Nope, not in the slightest.
Really?
This is going to be the last time I say this to you, so listen up. I have not forgiven you for what you did to me. I do not care one single tiny bit about what happens to you now.
May, please.
Even if you tracked down my new address and broke down crying on my doorstep and begging for help, I would give you none. In fact, if you ever come anywhere near my house, I'm calling the police.
You can't do this to me.
I can, and I will. Goodbye, forever. Hi there, May. How have you been? Sarah, it's great to hear from you. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm glad you messaged me. I haven't heard from you since the wedding and wondered what's happened in the meantime. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm actually in the UK right now.
The UK? Really?
Wow, this is just a guess, but did you do that in order to escape from your disaster of a family? Well, yeah, that was one of my major goals when I made the move. But I've been dating a guy who's a UK citizen for quite some time now. We got married a few months ago, so we decided to move here together. After the wedding, I sent a letter to all of my family telling them exactly why they're never going to see me or any of our children ever again, packed up my things, and left the country. Wow, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. Thanks, May. How about you? How did things turn out for you after that? Just fine, thanks. No problems at all. I was worried that Taylor or Erica might try and find me for a little while, but from what I hear, they have bigger problems to worry about than me. Man, I sure would like to visit the UK. I bet it's fantastic over there. You interested in coming over? Well, yeah, who wouldn't be? But my company is thinking about having me sent to one of their branches over in Japan within the next year or so. They said that it would be a big promotion for me and would come with a commensurate pay raise, but it also sounds like once I commit to it, I'm gonna be stuck over there for at least the next 20 years. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about that recently. Still not sure what I'm gonna do. Now that I hear you talking about your overseas adventures, though, I don't know, maybe it won't be so bad. Well, I'm kind of on the opposite side of the world, but if there's anything you want to ask me about moving overseas, let me know and I'll help however I can. Thanks, Sarah. You'll be the first person I ask. After a lot of thought and discussions with my company, I decided to accept their offer. I'm moving to Japan! Meanwhile, things aren't going so well for my sister. Taylor and his parents wouldn't consent to the divorce, so she's now stuck with working her butt off in order to pay the money Taylor stole from the company along with him. She's never had a job before in her life, so she's now stuck working awful shifts at a convenience store downtown. At this rate, they might have it paid back by the time they're 65. And don't worry about my parents. Karma came for them in the end, too. Turns out they received some of the money Taylor stole from his company, and they ran away to try and escape the bill that was about to come due. But they ended up getting in a huge car wreck on the way to their new house, leaving them both with permanent injuries. So now, my darling younger sister not only has to pay back the debt her husband owes while he's in prison, but also has to make enough in order to provide full-time help for my parents, since there's no way I'm going to give them a cent. So, honestly, I'm actually kind of glad that she took that scumbag Taylor off my hands for me. If she hadn't, then right now, I would be the one dealing with all of that. I really dodged a bullet, didn't I?
Oh, Yasmin, do you still exist? It's been a minute since we last spoke.
Am I really hearing from you right now, Sasha?
I think the last time we saw each other was our high school reunion. That was about 5 years ago, right?
That sounds about right to me. Since you're contacting me, might I ask what you want?
Excuse me, I feel like you're being a little bit blunt with me, strangely enough.
Oh, is that so? Were you not originally aware of that?
What are you talking about, Yasmin?
When we were in the same year group, everyone was super cautious with you. Did you not realize that?
What do you mean? Why would you be cautious of me?
Perhaps it's because you've had affairs with 2 of our classmates' husbands so far. And on top of that, you went after them for money. So everyone is accusing you of being a gold-digging husband stealer.
Oh, really now? That's just crazy talk. It just so happened to be that he was a rich guy, and that he was married. The person I fell in love with just happened to be a highly capable human being. Well, it just might be that I'm destined to be easily loved by these types of men, but it might also be a sin.
You don't have any type of remorse over this.
But I wonder, what's so wrong about people who love each other and want to be together? Not much, Yasmin.
You're not supposed to lay hands on a married man. You know that, right?
I can't help that I love them. You're saying that it's not good to fall in love with a man who's taken, but sometimes you can't help the situation.
Anyways, enough about that. There's a lot of wariness amongst our classmates about you. You should realize that, surely.
I should? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? It seems that you've put yourself away on the highest shelf out of reach, don't you think?
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
You don't think I can't reach you and turn things upside down, do you? I'm contacting you today to give up your husband so I can take him. Please and thank you.
Uh-huh. What the heck did you just say to me?
Oh, Yasmin, don't say or question anything right now. You don't think that if I didn't dig my hands in the sand looking for your husband that I wouldn't find you, did you? But I did, and it looks like there's not much any of us can do right now because Dylan and I have fallen in love with each other.
Sasha, are you messing with me? What did you do with the husband that you stole from our classmate a year ago?
I broke up since I ended up meeting a better man, and that was Dylan.
How can you break up with men so easily after ruining their marriages to others? What's even worse is that you're creating a third unfaithful act. You're crazy.
But I'm pretty sure this time that I've fallen in love with Dylan though. We are seriously in love with each other, so this doesn't count as cheating.
Sasha, if you say so.
It can't be helped if I had to pay alimony even though we're not having an affair. You know about my feelings for him right now. Fortunately, Dylan earns about $500 a year.
How do you know that?
I'm sure that he'll pay the alimony just so he can be with me. So I want you to hurry up and divorce him so Dylan and I can be together already. Pretty please, Yasmin?
Oh, right. So that's what you really want then.
Why, of course. Don't get me wrong, okay? I just didn't happen to fall in love with a man who earns $500,000 a year. I'm just in it for the money or anything else.
I see what you mean, Sasha. Just to be clear, how long have you been in a relationship with Dylan?
We got together about 4 months ago.
I see. Well, I suppose you don't have to pay the alimony if that's the case.
I don't have to pay anything?
I have no reason to take any money from you, Sasha.
Is it because you can clearly see that we have really, truly fallen in love with each other? You believe that our love is real, right?
No, I just think that there's no reason for me to take any money from you.
Whoa, really? This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Dylan and I are going to be so happy together. You'll see.
Jade, I need to ask you a question. When do you plan on moving out of this apartment building?
What? Oh, hey Yasmin. What are you talking about? We don't have the money to move somewhere else. Have you just come to message me and laugh about how poor we are? Oh, just because we're cousins, it doesn't mean that you can easily say those sort of things when we interact.
Jade, that's not it at all. I'm having some trouble at the moment, and I just thought you should know.
Oh, really now? It's been a while since you were in a last spot of bother. You married Dylan before you knew what he was really like, so it can't be helped now if you didn't know what you were getting into by being together. So, would you please stop coming to me with all of your issues?
It seems like Dylan has a new girlfriend.
A new girlfriend? What?
Just before, I got a message from a woman who thinks that Dylan is still my husband, and this woman revealed to me that she's a perfect match for Dylan.
Oh my god, really? This must be some kind of practical joke, right?
It's up to you if you believe what I'm saying or not. I'll send you a screenshot of the conversation I had with her. You can form your opinions about it, and please get back to me about it. I need some sort of advice, Jade.
What the heck is this madness? What an absolutely crazy man. Even though he lied about his annual income and he's reduced me into being in poverty. I'm in debt because of the alimony and I'm working hard while saving money for moving expenses and now he's cheating again?
I just find it funny that the reason why you're in this situation is because of the gold digging. So both of you have the same misunderstanding.
Shut up, Yasmin.
Well, that's why. If I'm being honest, I'm really busy and I don't want to buy any more into this, so I'm sorry. Dylan's current wife should be the one to take over the battle with Sasha.
Yasmin, we need to talk. What are you planning on doing about this? You promised me this would have a different outcome. Didn't you see that I didn't have to pay any alimony? What's this thing that you sent me in the mail? An alimony request letter? You wrote saying that I do need to pay alimony? You're such a big fat liar. Aren't you rotten to the core?
That's a bit of a crazy thing to say. I'm not lying to you, Sasha.
I don't understand. Why you're wanting me to pay alimony then? If you want it, Dylan has the money, so he should be able to pay for it without too much difficulty. Isn't it wrong to break a promise to someone? I'm never going to pay you the alimony.
Okay, you really need to chill out, Sasha. Also, how about you take a closer look at who actually sent you the letter?
What do you mean? Is it not from you?
Does it look like my name's on the letter, Sasha?
Okay, I'll take a look. Wait, hold up. Jade Fellows? What? Who's this person?
Jade's my cousin. She's Dylan's current wife.
Wait, current wife? What? What the heck is going on here? But isn't Dylan's current wife you, Yasmin?
If we're talking about 6 months ago, then yeah, sure.
6 months ago? So you're still together, right?
No, Sasha. Dylan and I got a divorce about 6 months ago.
I don't understand. Why?
Well, the main reason why we got a divorce was because he was having an affair with my cousin, Jade.
But how can that be?
You and Dylan have been in a relationship for about 4 months, right? There's no way that I would claim any alimony from you if I broke up with Dylan beforehand. You see?
No, wait just a minute. Yasmin, what the heck's going on here? You and Dylan are still living in the same apartment building. I saw you both on separate occasions, but I've seen you both recently. But now, your current cousin Jade is his current wife? What the heck is with this situation?
Well, there are many things wrong with this situation, Sasha. Originally, Dylan and I, and Jade, and her husband were all living in the same apartment building. So, both Jade and I are cousins, and we were both in relationships with other men. The problem came up about 6 months ago that her and Dylan were having an affair, and then her husband divorced. It seemed like Jade got married about 100 days after she was allowed to remarry someone else.
Did this really happen?
Yes, but there's obviously still problems. Like, shouldn't Dylan and Jade be paying me alimony to me and my ex-husband?
Well, yeah, that's true, but surely Dylan would have paid the alimony off really quickly.
Nope, they both borrowed the money to pay for it.
What do you mean?
That's why they can't move out of their apartment, because the money for that is all gone. Well, Jade is at the mercy of her ex-husband as the rental contract for their current apartment is about to expire.
Hold up a second, why did Dylan borrow money? He said that he earns about $500,000 a year, so he should be able to pay the alimony at a push of the button, and have heaps left over, right?
Sasha, Dylan is unemployed.
What are you talking about? Doesn't he earn big bucks?
The company that he worked for filed for bankruptcy over a year ago. Haven't you heard that he's been a freeloader ever since?
He's leeching off his partners?
I'm the one who earns about $500,000 a year.
No way! You're the one earning all that money? That's gotta be a complete and utter lie.
I took over my grandfather's company about 5 years ago. Besides that, I personally do a lot of things to earn more cash, such as stock investment.
So with that, you're making about $500,000 every year?
Yes, that's correct.
That's insane! How can this be? So Dylan, he's rich but also unemployed, right?
Nope, he's drowning in debt. Was that not obvious to you?
He got debts problems?
That's why it doesn't make sense for me to plunder off large amounts of money from him if he's just a nobody to me now.
This is so hard to believe. I thought that I could live in the luxurious apartment building with him.
There's no way that Dylan can renew his apartment contract if he's not earning any money. It's just impossible, really.
When it comes to the alimony, he won't even want to be with me. What should I do? I've been disowned by my parents, so I can't go to them for help.
I would actually do something about it yourself and get some muscle behind you. It's just a natural thing to do when these sorts of things develop.
But I've never had to work before.
Well, it looks like you'll have to get into the real world and start working.
How am I supposed to find anyone that will give me a job?
For the time being, you'll need to go to a recruitment agency.
Ew, this completely sucks. I don't understand why this had to happen to me.
What is it that you don't understand now, Sasha?
Didn't you realize that I need to be lent some money?
I never said that I would lend you any money, Sasha.
You totally said that you would. Even though you said it in a roundabout sort of way, I still guess that you could do that for me. You're my friend, Yasmin.
You know that we're far from friends, right?
What do you mean? We went to high school together.
When we were in high school, we hung out with other friends a few times. But at the class reunion, you were pestering me so much about everything, including getting my phone number, and so I gave it to you so you would leave me alone. Otherwise, there was no interaction between us after that. How can I be a friend if you see me at a lower level than you?
Okay, well, I want us to be friends from now on, Yasmin.
Yeah, no, I don't need you as a friend, Sasha. It's rather annoying even just knowing someone like you.
What? How could you say such a lie?
don't bother contacting me again. I don't want to hear from you. A few days later, Sasha and Jade got into a fight in front of the apartment and got in trouble with the police. Their clothes were torn and the parts of the body that shouldn't be shown in public were exposed. At the time of the argument, they were shouting things like, "I can't pay alimony when I don't have money," and "You're cheating with someone else's husband." With Dylan being in debt and unemployed, neither woman wanted to even touch him, so it seems like he's the only one that completely lost the battle. Later on, Dylan and Jade got a divorce and both moved out. Dylan is said to have paid the alimony, although it was only a small amount initially. Also, Sasha managed to find some money from somewhere to pay the alimony in a lump sum. The details after all the drama are unknown. Rumor has it that she sunk into a bubble bath, never to be heard of again.
Hey, Linda. How are you?
Hey, Mom. Yeah, doing okay. What's up?
Must have been at least 1 month since we last talked.
Seriously? Has it been that long? Sorry I haven't been able to contact you. I've been pretty busy. Busier than I thought, actually. And the time difference can get a bit confusing.
Yeah, well, I've been pretty busy too. Your father will finish up his business assignment here in Australia in about a month and will finally be home again. I have all this stuff in the house accumulated after living here for the past 5 years. Cleaning that up is really taking up time.
Better than having nothing to do, I suppose.
So, what are you up to today? You have anything planned?
Dan's parents are stopping by today, so I have to get the room cleaned up and do a little shopping for dinner tonight.
Seriously? Are they coming over again? Didn't they just visit last week?
Did I mention that to you?
Oh no. I have a friend that lives nearby, and she mentioned that she saw them visiting. I know.